Hi everyone, and today I want to show one of my online quick battle replays from yesterday. So this was against the vampire counts, right? And this army I faced was quite interesting, I thought. So my opponent has a lord in the form of Helman Ghorst, which you don't see that often, at least I don't, right, on this card, and he has two white kings. And yeah, that's what he brought. I mean, this guy is very powerful. He can summon the Grave Guard when you overcast his ability. Right? And as you can see, he's backed up by the Grave Guard and a 2 unit of Creep Horse. And then here on the right was actually very interesting. So he has a unit of Chillgheists, a unit of the Direpack Direwolves, and the Festers are in the Dusk, the Creep Ghosts. Now these guys are hidden and they have stalk, right? So I didn't see them in the moment. And yeah, you can see the arrow of corners coming from me. I'll come back to my composition in a while. So, and then also in the back he has the Black Knights with lances and barding. And then yeah, there we go. Two models dropping due to this because of this arrow of corners. And then in the front line he also has 3 units of Glade Guards. So very good shields. I believe they have silver shields. Yeah, so they will be mitigating lots of my fire. And of course these two White Kings, although they are on foot, they will be quite dangerous for me. And in my army, I have much more troops than he does. So I have a front line of Dryads, right? These guys are just to get the first absorb the initial charge because they have the physical resistance, and they also deal magical damage, I believe. So this is always good against the vampire counts. And then I have a front line of Wildwood Rangers. I have 3 of them. And I also have the 3 unit of Azrai Spears. So these guys are anti-large, really good against the cavalry. So you can see I have one on the left, one in the middle, one on the right. Given in this map, this crater, the lake, glacial lake, actually protects you from the right. So I'll be shifting these guys from the right flank to the left flank shortly. And I have 3 units of Glade Guard with the starfire shafts, and I have also Glade Lord. Glady on the mount, I did not put her on the flyer because I was afraid that my opponent will bring, just a goon squad and will take her down very easily. And as another hero, I just have another spell, Singer of Life. So she has only 2 spells. She'll be casting the what is this again? The Awakening of the Wood, right? The magical explosion that triggers the healing, and of course the Earth Blood. All right, so I form kind of a box here, and as you can see, my opponent's plan basically is just to advance from the right flank, right? So he'll be doing this, starting to do this in a moment. So I do notice his creep goals very shortly, and I open fire on them. And granted, I have the starfire shafts, so they are the main intention is armor piercing, but still, it will be pretty good. And of course, he noticed that I opened fire, so he sends this guy is running towards my front line. And yeah, my other 2 units are open fire on the Grave Guard in the moment, but I decided that it's not worth it with those silver shields. I'll just switch them all onto the creep goals momentarily. And I do see that he starts flanking me, so I pull my other unit of Azrai Spears closer to this flank, and now he attacks me, right? And I thought, since this guy, the Azrai Spears, they have a much bigger bonus versus large than the Wildwood Rangers, I decided to swap the units and put the Wildwood Rangers on these guys, on the creep goals, and I figured I will use the Azrai Spears to protect myself against these 2 units of very scary cavalry that is flanking me from the back. So now you can see these guys are, despite they have 76, 75 models, their health is less than half, so they'll be falling very quickly. And yeah, so I guess I pulled 1 unit of Azrai Spears and the other one is still there. But anyway, so now I turn my archers to fire at the Helman Ghorst, and yeah. So this guy, he's just taking a beating with those archers, and as you can see, he will summon. Yep, there it is. He did summon the unit of the Grave Guard right there in the middle of my troops, which is of course why you want to bring him, and this is very powerful. But look how much damage he's taken from my starfire shafts. So he's almost half HP down, and this is very dangerous for the undead because of course he has 2 white kings, but you know, this guy, he has lots of spells as well. So he has the invocation of the heck, right, and as well of the he has this summon spell. So without the invocation, it will be very hard for him to come back if he loses his lord. And just in the moment when I say so, I believe he will meet his doom. Here comes the Arrow of Corners, and Helman Ghorst is down. So this is a first big setback for my opponent, and you can see his regiment of renowned cripples collapse almost instantly. And of course, I think he went a little bit too far on this maneuver, trying to overcome me from the right. But you can see here the initial charge, it was absorbed by the Dryad, and actually they are getting dumpstered really quickly. So I think this is the Awakening of the Wood. I try to damage his Glade Guard, and as you can see, he's flanking, but I catch his Chillgheists with the Prey of Anaeth Raema, and I follow up immediately with the Azrai Spears, and I start shooting it, you know, with all my archers on his cavalry. And as you can see, they've taken immense damage already. Granted, this is an ethereal unit, so they don't have that many HP to start with. Right, and yeah, so basically they had 0 value in this game. Look how quickly they're crumbling. And he managed to pull this other cavalry on the right hand side, and he paused there for a moment, but then he realized that he should start coming back. And this is very dangerous because if he manages to flank me, I will have no one basically to stop because all my units are fighting. But here I managed to cast this Awakening of the Wood. So I sent 1 unit of Azrai Spears to intercept, but you know, the knights are much faster, and if not for that spell, I think they would have pulled right to my archer. So you can see this spell going off in a moment, and as you know, this Awakening of the Wood, it just slows down the units by 40%, I believe. Yeah, 48% speed. So this was really good and really lucky that, you know, I just managed to stop them and pull my spears in them. And you can see these guys now, they're just, you know, looking at the foes, and yeah, so they looked at the, you know, slayed hex wraiths, reflect a bit on their performance, and I think they're ready to party and come back. So the only quick unit left for him, you can see these guys are also dumpstered right now, so the only quick unit left is the Direpack. So he's rather cleverly uses it to chase you know, my routing units, and you can see I have quite a few actually. So I have a unit of 21 Dryads running here. It looks like much more, 39. Okay, so there were 2 units mixed. So this is 21, this is 39. This guy's got routed by a combination of Grave Guard and Group Horrors. But anyhow, the balance bar is now leaning towards in my favor, and I cannot shoot anyone in front because my archers are getting obstructed, my Glade Guards, so I pull them on the these Group Horrors. And actually, look at these Dryads, there's just 16, and they killed 23 Grave Guard already, and it's still holding up. So yeah, of course, the front line now, I have, you know, overwhelming advantage. So his Direpack is coming back, and looks like he managed to wrap up my Dryads on the right flank and is moving towards me, and my archers are in a very precarious position because I have, actually this was not a bit good play of me, because look how I clumped up, right? Half the units just standing and doing nothing. So if he manages to catch my archers, then this will be a big loss because they still have half of their ammunition left, and I have no one to intercept him with. Like, I'm putting the Azrai Spear on the doggies right now, on the wolf, so all my other units are clumped up in the middle. What I should have done, probably, I should have just peeled off 1 unit of this Wildwood Rangers. Look how many there are. There's just 70. Yeah, but anyway, what I decided to do, I just decided to go and intercept him with Spellsinger, because this was the only unit I had nearby, which was, you know, somewhat melee. And yeah, so she starts, you know, she dumpstered 3 guys already. Good for her. 4. Here goes the 4th, and he still managed to pull through. And now his dogs are also coming in, and the other unit left for me in the vicinity was the Glade Lord, and my Prey of Anaeth Raema is still not has not been recharged fully. So yeah, I jump in, I manage to kill a couple, but the dogs still pull in and go into my archers. They'll just destroy my archers in a matter of seconds. And you can see, of course, just one horse is not enough to hold them. But look at that Spellsinger. She tied those guys, the Grave Guard, in a close fight. And then now I drop the net on the dogs and I pull my archers back. And now basically I can just shoot these guys point blank. I can shoot the dogs point blank. And actually it's even good that I face them from this side because their rear will be open for my archers. And of course I'll just dumpster these guys real quick, and actually now my opponent's army just starts crumbling due to losses. And here he goes in a moment. So despite bringing this elite cavalry, he did not really flank that well, right? I managed to catch his cavalry with the prayer of Anaeth Raema and just destroy them with the archers. And then, yeah, of course there was some micro mistakes on my part, but I think the turning point was when he lost his lord in the first minute or so of the game. And as you can see, he had 0 kills. Granted, he still managed to summon one unit of a Glade Guard, but it was dumpstered pretty quickly by my infantry. And then, of course, as usual, the Wildwood Rangers did really well. But I was surprised how the Dryads did. Like, these guys, they get routed very quickly because they had creep horrors on them as well. But this unit, as you saw, it was there for the majority of the fight, and it was fighting really well. And of course, the Azrai Spears. I don't remember how many chevrons they had in the beginning, but they killed so many of his cavalry units. This was really good. And as you can see, the White Kings did not perform that well. Probably he should have just, cut one unit of maybe Sternsmen, put a regular Grave Guard, and put these guys on the mounts, because I think that would be much more dangerous this way. And of course, the bad point for his army was that I don't think you actually need the creep hordes, because these guys are armor piercing, and elves don't have any armor basically, and they're just such a big target for the archers if the elves bring any. And my Glade Guard had 0 chevrons before the game, and as you can see, all of them picked up 1, which was really good for me. And yeah, just his cavalry didn't play at all. Dogs that were dire wolves, they had dealt some damage, but these were the routing units mainly. But anyway, I enjoyed the game, and it says close victory, but actually I felt pretty comfortable throughout this game as soon as I managed to snipe his lord. But yeah, anyway, this was the overview of my game, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.